tutti, eccomi qua, oggi continuiamo Starfield. Sì, come sono buffi e grandi. Perché è passato? Raggiungi la chiave, ok? Là. Contatto.
What are you hailing for? Land in the key or don't.
Ok.
Solid docking job there.
Shut up,
Nice
boy.
work.
You see Sys-Def as a joke. They haven't caught us yet. I like my weapons like I like my coffee. Scalding.
Ecco.
Sys-Def probably thinks we're a bunch of mindless marauders. We here in Ops beg to differ.
There you are.
Eccomi.
The hell took you so long?
It's about time. I was about to fly down and loot your bodies.
Not now, neighbor. Well, you said you found something. Hand it over.
Prima il pagamento, dico bene.
Demanding the credits up front, huh? You're learning, Rook. You are learning. Don't worry. You finish the job, and you will get paid. But first, I need to sample the merchandise.
Translation. Give him what you found before he puts a hole in your chest.
Dire ragazzi è così difficile.
Oh, excuse me.
Eh.
Forgive my impertinence. What I meant to say was, give me whatever you found right now before I blow your goddamn head off. Please.
Just cut the crap and give him what you found.
That's it? Just one slate? After losing so much of our crew, it better be a map with a big red X on it. Well, I'll be damned. Legacy wasn't referring to Crix's fortune. It's the name of an actual ship. A Galbank transport probably loaded with credits.
Never heard any stories about a Gal Bank ship going down. And even if it had happened, it would have been picked clean years ago.
No, neighbor. think. If Galbank covered it up, and over time, the location was eventually forgotten, it wouldn't be on anyone's radar. Okay, this changes things. Now that we know what we are looking for, we have to narrow the search.
Come facciamo a essere sicuri che l'identità non sia stata trovata da qualcun altro?
Because they would be rolling in so much cash, there is no way they could keep it quiet. It's like hitting a jackpot. Not to mention, they'd need someone with Shinya skills to keep the crypto tracing on the currency clean. And as far as Galbank goes, I doubt they would bother. Their bean counters would be too busy weighing the loss versus recovery costs. No, the legacy is out there, just waiting for us to find. I can feel it.
Se solo Kipti non fosse stato così cripto.
I'm sure he did not have a choice. People would kill to get a crack at a score this big. I know I have. Let us start with what we know. It was a Galbank ship, which means the company is going to have records of where it went down. Neva, weren't you working on a deal with Rokov? Something about a big-wig charity event on one of Trident's Starliners?
Are you serious? I've been working on that gig for 3 months. That's my score.
Ay, Dios mío. Will you shut up about your score and think for a second? That Starliner has a Galbank VIP suite aboard, which means... Come on, Neva. This isn't hard.
Which means a Gal Bank exec will be aboard. We grab their credentials and get ourselves into the Gal Bank archives in New Atlantis. Holy shit, that might actually work. I'll send a message to Rokov right away.
Pack your bags, Rook. You're going on vacation. And since you've earned it, take this gun with you. Might come in handy when Rokov screws everything up as usual.
Ah, una pistola leggendaria. Ah. Cosa si può trovare in archivi della banca?
It's not what you're thinking. It's more of an office than a bank vault. Once you're inside, you'll be able to gain access to one of their computers and find out more about the legacy.
Chi è loro?
Rokov is... well, he's Rokov. A real pain in the ass. He used to run with the fleet until we kicked him out. Lately, he has been using his long-hauling skills to captain a Starliner for Trident. Gives us a contact within the company. He has been trying to get his foot back in the door with us for years. But I'm not ready to let him in just yet. Maybe you can use that to your advantage.
E così ormai faccio le tue commissioni.
Yeah, so that is exactly what you're going to do. If you haven't noticed by now, that is how things work around here. Neva and I are too well known to walk around the Starliner without being recognized. If Trident security spotted us, it'd be over. I need you to board that ship, make contact with Rokov, and get me those credentials.
A te servono solo le credenziali della Galbank.
I see what you are getting at, Rook. And don't worry, I would ask the same thing. Just be sure to get those credentials. Anything else of value you find on Rokov's Starliner is all yours.
Come preferisci sistemare I conti con Lokovo?
You know what? I'm gonna leave that entirely up to you. If you think he's come through for us, you can promise him he'll get paid. But if he gets in your way, then you take him out.
Se l'ha fatto.
You'd better. Oh, before you leave, I wanted you to know that I took what you said about Mathis into consideration, and I've decided to cut him from the fleet.
Honestly, I'm surprised he made it off Suvorov in one piece.
Credo che tu abbia fatto la scelta giusta.
We'll see. That's it then. Next stop for you is Rokov Starliner, the Siren of the Stars. And remember, Rokov does not need to know anything about Grixis' legacy. For now, it's just between us. Now get out of here.
Hey, Rook. Before you head out, I need to have a word with you. Meet me at the last Nova after you wrap things up with Mathis.
Hell of a job you did down there, Rook. Hell of a job.
Dove si va adesso? Ho sbagliato qua. Falla comando.
I don't know about you, but I think the welcome sign really lends itself to the alluring charm of this star station.
Adesso abbiamo.
Hey, I want to talk to you. Thanks to you, Delgado's cutting me from the fleet. Well, you know what? You better get your own fleet. 'Cause I'm coming after you.
Preferisci il sesso del gallo del piccolo comporto per ucciderlo?
Oh, I see. You think you're some kind of big shot, is that it? Gonna show poor Mathis a little mercy now that you're Delgado's best buddy, yeah? Well, guess what? Your generosity is getting me kicked off the key. And that means you better watch your back.
Oh, sei pure rimasto prima di...
I stayed to give you a message that you better start looking over your shoulder. You'll never know when I'll be right behind you, ready to pull the trigger.
Like my colleague said, it was so nice of you to stay and wish us well.
Now get the hell out of me way! Stay the hell away from me. I've got nothing more to say.
Well, isn't this cozy? It appears we've stumbled across the embodiment of the phrase, absolute mayhem.
We may not have official security on the key, whether it's mods from Jazz or weapons from Alundra.
Ma chi che suona?
Set up systems on the run someday. There you are. All right, look. I've been lining up a score with that asshole roll call from the Siren of the Stars for months. I'm not about to let a payday slip through my fingers. So guess what? You're gonna finish the job for me.
Seems to me, instead of trawling deep space for stick change, we got a much bigger
I'm about to tell you, so shut up and listen. Rokov's been tipping me off about some kind of bullshit charity event that the Siren of the Stars is hosting. At the event, they're gonna give away something called the Earth Savior Award, which is worth tens of thousands of credits. So it's simple. While you're on the Siren, swiping those Gal Bank credentials, I want you to grab that award and bring it to me.
Il dirigente della banca che sta cercando qualcosa da fare con i premi.
No. Dombrowski's only aboard to use the Gal Bank VIP suite, so he can catch a free ride at the company's expense. I'm sure he'll be there partying with the other spoiled brats. I can guarantee he doesn't give a crap about what's going on at the event.
Come mai un premio varrebbe così tanti soldi?
From the pictures I've seen, the award is set with 12 blue diamonds and covered in gold filigree. If I get Jazz to take it apart, I can turn it into a hell of a lot of cash. And best of all, the components become untraceable.
Non mi piace quali rischi.
Then why the hell are you here? We take unnecessary risks every day. That's what being a pirate is all about. Look, you can make all the jokes and excuses you want. But if you don't come back with the ES award, I'm gonna deduct it from your pay. Either way, I get my money. How much you walk away with is in your own hands. Got it?
Unless you plan to walk away empty-handed, she really isn't giving us a choice.
Prima meeting.
Yeah, ES, Earth, Savior. Get it? Come on. Keep up with me here. I got about 17 other things to do and you're holding me up.
E sapreste là che Rocco con la sua parte.
All Rokoff does is feed me information. If I ask him to lift a finger, he gives me enough sob stories to fill a freighter's cargo bay. If you want my advice, leave him completely out of the loop. Otherwise, it's gonna cost both of us some credits.
Ti porterò quel
Then
maledetto
it's settled.
trofeo.
Good. All right, Rook, we're done here. Now, get your ass to the Siren and bring me my goods.
Perché tutte mi chiamate maticole?
Because that's exactly what you are. A rookie, a newbie, fresh meat. Beneath all of that inexperience, I'm sure you have an actual name. But honestly, no one gives a damn. So get used to hearing that word. Until you earn your stripes, you're a rook to everyone in the fleet. Good luck.
Are you looking to start something?
Non ho finito.
If I had a million friends, I'd run my own city. Like
Torniamo lei su. Ok.
Right away, or do you need a little bit of time?
Missione.
Grav jump complete.
Attacca.
And you didn't even scratch the paint.
I haven't seen my family in a while.
Eccomi.
You're back. So how did it go?
Credete mi state monitorando o no?
Even with our best intelligence equipment, we can monitor very little from the vigilance. We can pick up local communications chatter and use long-range scans to see where you travel. But when you're on the ground, you're on your own. If we get too close, we not only expose ourselves to an attack, but we might blow your cover, and that could get everyone killed.
Come mai è tanto sorpreso di vedermi?
Frankly, it's because we've never gotten this far before. The last agent I sent to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet ended up in a morgue on New Atlantis.
Abbiamo sfruttamento infiltrati a Porta Casey, mi chiede che il piano funziona.
Then things are moving forward. Perfect.
nice job, Rook.
I was certain we'd fool Delgado, but never. She's a sharp one. Overcoming her scrutiny is no small matter. Did you discover anything worth reporting yet?
Delgado ricerca una nave dalla Gunbank chiamata l'unità che sta trasportando specie e tesoro.
Legacy. Why does that sound familiar? Wait a moment. Are you telling me Delgado may have actually located Crix's legacy?
Excuse me, Commander. Did you say Crix's legacy? Please tell me you aren't seriously going to give that any credence. Everyone knows that's just I don't know, a myth.
I'm holding tangible confirmation of the word legacy attached to Crix's name. That's too much of a coincidence to attribute to myth.
I suppose it's possible, sir. Intelligence picked up a bit of chatter on that subject recently. We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to their cause.
Storia di fantasia o meno, Delgado crede che sia vero.
Well, let's find out if Delgado's chasing ghosts, or he's smarter than we suspect. Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of a Gal Bank transport named the Legacy in the database. I think Delgado's trying to manipulate you. What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because Gal Bank is hiding something. Delgado's no fool. If he risked his own neck to get that information, then he must be on to something. We have to take this seriously. What's your next move?
Come faceva a sapere che Delgado era con noi nel blocco?
That one's simple. We monitored your ships heading down to the surface of Suvorov. In fact, when he returned to the key and you didn't immediately follow, well, we almost thought our operation was terminated.
Perché pensi che la Ban sta nascondendo qualcosa?
Can you imagine the amount of embarrassment Gal Bank would have to endure if they listed a lost transport in the ship registry? Doesn't matter if that ship went down 5 or 500 years ago. If news gets out that a bank has misplaced money, it would tank their value.
Dove salire a bordo un tassidare probabile delle condizioni accesso agli archivi della Gunbank.
Clever, Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be trying to do the exact same thing. We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits the Crimson Fleet's ever seen.
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the Gal Bank execs for information. Get ahead of everything.
No. Let's allow this to run its course. We have our agent here feeding us information. I think that's good enough for now. There's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Crix was clever. For some reason, he never got there.
Come fa a sapere che già per non ha mai trovato la
Because the Crimson Fleet would be a totally different adversary, and Crix wouldn't have disappeared years ago. Even if they hid the money with that damn human computer Shinya Voss, our forensic accounting people would have found that data. No. The Crimson Fleet are in dire shape right now. They haven't seen that much currency, well, ever.
Non farebbe meglio porre fine a questa storia uccidendo Delgado.
And let Neva Mora take his place. Or Shinya Voss. Or any one of a number of pirates already gunning for his position. No. The solution is to stick to the undercover operation and determine how much of this is truly a credible threat. It's imperative that you do. If the Crimson Fleet gets its hands on a transport full of currency, it would be disastrous for the settled systems. I need you to do whatever you can to bring us more information. And for God's sake, don't kill anyone on that Starliner. You're both dismissed.
If you need something, I've got your back. As far as I'm concerned, things couldn't get any better between us.
Ok. Mi fa piacere sentirlo, Sam.
Good. Anytime you want to talk about our relationship, just let me know. God knows you've done that enough times for me. It was nice talking to you again.
su 1980, devo sbagliare. Questo deve essere 1980. Sì. Ah.
I bet operations on the key are a clown show.
Pleasant change of scenery.
Hello.
Inventario. La pistola. No. Ah, ok. Là andiamo a comprare le munizioni.
Ever run into spacers? Scumbags and scavengers. They're like vultures, pecking away at the leftovers of the colony war. You'll find them scouring.
What was stolen, why and how it was stolen are all unknown at this time. In a press statement.
Thinking about taking my spells to
Ah, qua forse, capito.
That the call someone's power kept going out. No, it...
I've met so many interesting...
Welcome to UC Distribution. Something I can do for you?
Ah, ecco.
Yes, of course. Please, take a look.
Ci compriamo tutto. Là? Tutte? Va.
You're always welcome back, if you don't mind a bit of a wait.
Finiamo la missione di prima. Mantide. Non leggelo. Ah, ciao Claudio, stavo prestando utile. Cioè, come va? Fedele al tuo equipaggio, capito, mal diavolo. Prendi il peste, ruba e uccidi per raggiungere Dembora. Stavo cercando di scoprire l'avamposto segreto dell'opportunità che capita a volte nella vita. Se non muovi il culo vieni qui te ne pentirai per essere per i giorni. Che hai letto? Adesso? Guarda un buon posto, ok. Come va, Claudio? Allora. Perché non mi fa andare, scusa? Ah, ti riposi, ok? Sì, bene, anch'io. Bene, bene. Sto bene. Allora, salta qua.
Greetings, pilot. This is Jiro Sugiyama, head of Paradiso Security. I apologize for coming over this emergency channel, but we are in need of assistance concerning the large ship in orbit, and we value discretion in this matter. If you are willing and able, please see me as soon as possible at the main security office in Paradiso. Over now.
Contatto. C'è qualcuno qui parla sempre. C'è qualcosa che non va, vi serve aiuto? Ah, mi riposo fino all'inizio a casetta, ah, che? C'è qualcosa che non va con il vostro sistema di comunicazioni? Non capisco, mi senti? Così funziona, cercherò di seguire la procedura a gancio, poi parleremo a bordo. Attacchiamo, Dove si stiamo muovendo, sì. Attacca. Vediamo cosa succede, perché non mi rispondono. Vediamo.
Lack of love.
Sale a bordo.
Suppose I have time for a nap
Ci saranno
before we
nemici.
leave?
Ah, calma.
Remain calm. There's no reason to suspect you're human.
Ah. Aspetta, voi cosa siete?
We're human. From the planet Earth in the Sol system.
Certo che sono un essere umano, immagino che ti aspettassi qualcos'altro.
It's just that we weren't expecting to find life, let alone human life out here. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
Imagine being cut off from humankind for that long. How terribly frightening that would be.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader.
Che cavolo è successo?
And this is
qua?
Dr. Mabuti da Costa, one of our elders.
A pleasure to meet you.
Cos'è questa nave? Ah, mi chiamo Snake e sono per aiutarli.
I see. As you may have presumed, we're in a bit of a bind.
Cosa è successo?
Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from Earth, only to find our new home seemingly colonized by... well, we don't know. Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and... the others.
Incredibile, 200 anni, come mai avete piegato così tanto per arrivare qui?
Ah, your question confirms one of our recent theories. It would seem that some form of faster-than-light travel or space-bending technology was invented during our long journey. That would explain why we would find people this far out into space. I guess technology leapfrogged us at some point. Interesting. I can only imagine that our predecessors didn't believe the technology would ever work, and so they made the decision to leave when they did.
Come avete fatto a sopravvivere per per 200 anni?
Well, the short answer is, we didn't. It's a generation ship, which is to say that most of us lived long, happy lives on board and passed our mission down to our children. It was never intended that the original crew would make it to our destination. The goal was always the preservation of the human race above all else. Though, it would seem that was perhaps a bit presumptuous.
Quindi sapete della gente che vive sulla superficie?
We do. Well, sort of. We saw structures using our surveying equipment. We've also seen the various ships pass us by. Some even seemed to want to communicate, but couldn't. Of course, we had no idea that they were being piloted by other humans.
Non siete riusciti a comunicare, come mai? Forse per la tecnologia vecchia.
We're not entirely sure. Our engineers believe it's possible that our technology just isn't compatible with theirs. All we hear when using them to communicate with anyone is a bunch of disturbing noise. It gave me the heebie-jeebies at first.
Non mentirò, non mi chiedi una cosa semplice.
I know. But please, hear me out. You came to us, and so far we don't have any other options. Perhaps if you knew little more about us, it would change your mind. Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge. Dr. DaCosta, you may return to your quarters if you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you to the bridge, ma'am. For security purposes.
I do not believe we have need to fear our guest, but I'll allow it if you insist. Welcome to the Earth colony ship Constant. In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, researched a number of scientific scenarios: climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction-level event to be within 50 years. He fully believed Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened. So, he gathered the best and brightest he could find, built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
Just stay out of trouble.
Now that we know what's out there, things are going to be more interesting from here on out.
So, here we are. Let's talk. No matter the outcome, I won't let my crew down. We didn't believe anyone would be out here. But I'm glad for it.
Capitano?
I think I'm coming up on 6 years now. I was only a teenager when my father died, passing command of the ship to me, as is tradition. Because of that, I've had to sort of learn as I go along, instead of taking years of study and apprenticeship under the prior captain. I think some people on the ship resent me for not having the level of experience as my predecessors. But at the same time, without my command, we likely wouldn't have made it here so quickly.
Come se la passano I membri dell'equipaggio?
A bit frazzled, as you can imagine. People are anxious about discovering that we're not alone, and also worried about what will come to pass. While we hope we can work out a deal with the people on the surface, they seem reluctant to reach out, so there's no telling what will come of that. I do know that we can't afford to stay here in orbit forever. The ship was built to sustain us for many years with backup provisions just in case, but even that will come to an end eventually.
È difficile essere capitano una nave coloniale.
Difficult is the wrong word. It can be both challenging at times and also exciting. Our mission was to rebuild humanity on a distant world, believing that we were Earth's last hope. To think that while there has always been a Brackenridge in the captain's chair, that I am the one to finally oversee our journey's end is truly exhilarating. But with this stumbling block in our path, at this final moment, I fear tough choices will need to be made.
Sembra proprio che avete bisogno di una mano con questa vostra situazione.
Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone up until you arrived, though not for lack of trying. But since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of diplomat between us and them as we attempt to resolve our situation. Does that sound agreeable to you?
Cosa c'è che non va col vostro sistema di comunicazione?
We suspect that our equipment is woefully obsolete compared to whatever you all
sì,
have
obsoleto,
now.
sì.
In all honesty, we never expected to need to communicate with anyone, so our comms aren't particularly robust. That limits our options. We even attempted communicating with lights and sounds. Something we saw in old movies, but I don't believe they picked up on it.
Vabbè.
If anything, it may have inadvertently alarmed them.
Sembra che tu stia cercando di scaricare la parte difficile con qualcun altro. Dimmi quello che devo fare.
We know there's a settlement on the planet below, meaning people were here before us. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution, preferably one that favors us.
Ok. Perché non cercate semplicemente un altro pianeta?
Based on the data our ancestors had when they launched this endeavor, it was determined that this was the perfect planet for us. Even if we had another viable candidate planet, we lack the resources to get there. And as you know, it took us 200 years to get here. Our people have no desire to go back to drifting the stars so their children's children can possibly settle on an inferior planet.
Se avevate già diritti su questo pianeta, com'è che gli altri vi sono insegnati?
When we left Earth, there were no claims to planets this far out into space. We had assumed that we were the only ones attempting a generational journey such as this, meaning that there would be no need for a formal claims process. Regardless, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, did manage to file a charter for this planet's first colony, to be named New Jamestown. According to his records, no one took it seriously when he filed it, so likely it was either ignored or the records were lost to the ages. Given humanity's lack of interest in colonizing the far reaches of space at the time, it shouldn't have been a problem, but again, here we are now.
Posso farlo se mi dici cosa devo riferire.
Excellent. Make no mistake, this is our planet, and we intend for them to see this our way. So, speak with their leadership and see if you can negotiate a solution on our behalf. Preferably, get them to see things our way. Report back to me and let me know what they say, and we'll go from there.
Problema 2 è enorme, perché vi insediate semplicemente sull'altro lato del pianeta, lontano dagli altri.
We thought about it, but it simply won't do. I need to think about the distant future of our people. Sure, our first settlement may be small, but our predecessors dreamt of our new civilization spreading across the globe. That will be difficult if someone else plans to do the same. While we're not completely close to the idea of sharing, it's much easier if we have complete domain over this world.
Che uscita di senno, non accetteranno mai.
I'm serious. We have a rightful claim to this land, and I intend to fight for it. But as you're currently our only hope, perhaps you'll honor my request and give it your all, for the sake of some very weary travelers who have come a very long way to be here. Thank you. Now that you're here, I can finally give my crew it. Until next time.
Okay.
I have to say, with technology this outdated, I'm amazed this vessel is able to navigate at all. It's almost like walking through a museum.
C'è roba da guardare qua. Utile qua. Niente.
Never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived.
Niente, va bene, devo scendere su questo pianeta.
I won't let my crew down.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
Come si fa ad andare rispetto di là? Ah, di qua. Se avessi ragione, va bene. Guarda le piante, hanno pieno le piante.
I should know who this person is, but somehow it escaped my memory.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Bello, c'è la chicca per parlare. Per aumentare la prestazione. Inventario lo vedete. Ce l'ho dentro la nave. Stiva di carico. Tutte spaziali. Questa no, questa non ce l'ho. No, non ce l'ho. Pensavo che ce l'ho. Ah, forse è un vestito. Ah, intimidazione, ok. Arrivederci. Che cazzi. Allora, scendiamo sulla nave là. Ah no, questo ce devo fare. Palla col capo. Si chiama. Posta lotta. Sì. Viaggia. Saltella. Apri mappa. Scansiona. Dov'è che devo atterrare qua? Ah, Paradiso si chiama, ok. Ok. Ah, l'abilità tolleranza, dolore, diminuisce i danni su fisici subiti. Interessante.
Beginning landing cycle.
Bello! Esci. Paradiso si chiama sto poco. Con chi devo parlare? Ah, di qua. Forse non andare dietro. Strada dove dice andare il navigatore. Ah, ma di qua.
Don't worry about us. We're just here to keep the peace.
Tu chi sei?
No, Major. Your safety is our #1 priority.
Casse. Ah, ok, le guardi. Non posso. Qua. Ecco, salviamo che se sbaglio qua va tutto in malola, mi sa.
Welcome to Paradiso. Jiro Sukiyama at your service. Do you have a security concern, or is there something else I can help you with?
La sicurezza Paradiso affidata a quella del ricerco del collettino fiscale?
Neither. We're our own private force.
Okay.
The Paradiso group pays top dollar for top-notch security. And I dare say we're some of the best in the business. We have to be out here on the fringes of the settled systems.
Che i problemi possono sorgere nel resort.
Honestly, it's not as exciting as you might think most of the time. More often than not, we're just handling drunk and disorderly conduct. Heck, even pirates leave us alone for the most part. I think it's because some of them actually vacation here. As long as they're not bothering anyone, we've been told not to worry about them.
Sembra che tu sia la persona in cui devo parlare.
Something I can help you with?
Sono qui per parlare al nome della nave in orbita.
Ah, it has a name. Good. Then you're already familiar with the situation, I take it. Do you know what they want?
È una vecchia nave coloniale tedesca. Sostengo di avere il diritto legale di insediarsi qui.
Interesting. We obviously have no records of a colony ship claiming this planet. Whatever the case, you'll need to speak with Oliver Campbell, the CEO for the Paradiso Group. He's in charge of bringing all formal decisions before the board and helping to make calls on them. I'll let him know you're on your way.
Ok. Dove andare? Ah, di qua. Adesso bello sto pianeta. Questa è una strada. Dove andare? Di qua o di là? Ah, di qua.
Oh, Paradiso is absolutely beautiful. Can you possibly imagine a more tranquil place for a resort?
Personali quella di.
Just glad I don't work on the luxury cruisers that bring people here.
We've got some of the best private security in the settled systems.
Hi there.
Ah, di qua.
It's my pleasure.
Oh, this looks like a lovely place for a stay. Might also be the perfect time to stop for
È
some
tipo
food
un
or
albergo, un
tranquility.
pianeta albergo, capito? Piano di inizio.
Every day's nice
Excuse
around
me,
here.
you can't just waltz in there. Do you have an appointment?
Più o meno avete un problema con la nave in orbita intorno al pianeta e sul cui aiutarvi.
Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then. Do you need anything else from me before you meet with the board?
Cosa puoi dirmi nei membri del consiglio? Okay.
What I could tell you would get me in a lot of trouble. Most of them are typical sea-level execs. I doubt you even need to use your imagination for that. The ones that show up to work day to day, at least, I swear, I've never even met some of them, because they chill at their own private secluded beach homes all the time. Anyway, be smart around Oliver. He's got a way of getting what he wants without you realizing it. And that's all I'll say.
Com'è che lavorare per il gruppo Paradiso?
I can't speak for anyone else, but I've got a pretty high-pressure job working as the executive assistant to the Paradiso board. You can imagine, dealing with a team of execs, trying to manage all of their schedules and their other whims. But it pays well, and they give me a nice executive suite at the hotel to live in. So, it's not all bad. Free access to all the resort's amenities after work helps too. Sure. Have fun in the shark tank. And don't worry, even they call it that.
Questo chi è? Ah, sta facendo pulizia.
Someone put up kids' drawings in the staff lodging. Not sure where they came from.
I just feel that we should be focusing on the natural.
If it's not important,
beauty
bring
of
it
this
up with
planet,
Kiwi.
not our amenities.
Questo resort non fa parte dei sistemi colonizzati, vero?
Not quite. We just don't answer to the Freestar Collective or the United Colonies. Makes things easier. We don't pay any taxes. We don't need to follow their laws. All the benefits, none of the drawbacks. And no one minds because half the politicians and other big shots love vacationing here. Works for everyone.
Cosa puoi dirmi di Paradiso?
We, the Paradiso Group, bought the rights to this planet years ago with the intent of turning it into the biggest and best resort in the universe. To that end, I'd say we've succeeded. As such, no other leisure enterprises may operate on the planet without renting land from us. But as you can see, none can afford such a deal.
Davvero il consiglio conta solo tra i membri?
No, of course not. There's several more. We're just the ones who show up day to day.
Okay.
The others spend their time lazing on the beach or gallivanting off-world. Doesn't bother me, though. Less cooks in the kitchen means I get to make all the big decisions around here. Seems to be working out for us just fine.
Da quanto ho capito, tu sei la persona in cui devo parlare per quella storia nave in orbita.
I am. And you must be the diplomat Giro told me about. Welcome, welcome. Normally I'd offer you an all-inclusive stay at our resort before we spoke. But given the circumstances, I'm going to cut to the chase. We've got our friends, the aliens, up there, causing all sorts of problems for our resort. You like that? The marketing team came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might actually attract more tourism. Come see the aliens!
Perché per voi il problema è così urgente?
We run a premier resort getaway here. We can't have our guests concocting stories about some budgy old ship hanging around up there. As it is, we've had to reroute our luxury liners round the other side of the planet on entry so no one sees it. It's bad for business. We need to nip this in the bud and take care of it before the tourists catch on and cause a scene.
La gente non si scascherà mai.
You'd be surprised what people fall for. Locally sourced island fruit essences, for instance. It's just the same old fruits brought over from Earth ages ago, but we get nearly 10 times a market for them. But you're right, no one's gonna buy aliens. Remind me to fire the marketing team. So, tell me, what's the actual deal with this massive eyesore of a ship, besides scaring people away?
Colonia la prima casa, ricerca disperata la porta dopo 200 anni. Se presente saprai cosa farne.
Bonza! That means we got them right where we want them. Now, tell me, what are we going to do about it? Give me some proposals, people. I need something to work with here.
We could offer to resettle them here. There's more than enough space.
They could stay here. Temporarily. But it'll cost them. Quite a bit, too. They'd need to work off all their debts before being allowed to leave.
Maybe not. What if we help them get out of here? Outfit their ship with a grab drive so they can find a new home. We could even lend our engineers to help and give their captain an updated star map. What do you think?
Sounds costly. We can't absorb that cost, and it's unlikely they even have compatible currency, let alone enough for the transaction. Someone else would have to foot the bill.
Oh, I swear this would be a lot easier if they ceased to exist entirely. Anyway, Seema's got the right idea. Either works for me. Just tell me what you want to do.
Perché non possono insediarsi sull'altro lato del pianeta o qualcosa del genere?
We own this planet. They don't. Here at Paradiso, we don't like leaving things to chance. Who knows what these people will do with their land? Imagine the landscaping disasters they may come up with. And how that might mar the satellite imagery of the planet in our brochures. No, much better to assimilate them into our culture if they come here to live, rather than leave it to chance.
Probabilmente hai ragione, queste persone potrebbero nuocere gli affari in diversi modi. Capisco il tuo punto di vista su partire commerciale, ma non sono d'accordo. Questi sono esseri umani tutto capo del passaggio assurdo.
Well, absurd or not, that's our official stance. I make the decisions that are best for our entire group. You don't.
Smettessero di esistere, mi stai dicendo di distruggere la nave.
I'm not suggesting anything. Other than it would make our lives so much easier if that ship ceased existing.
Okay.
Make of that what you will.
Un attimo, perché devo comprare io il motore?
It's not our responsibility to bear the brunt of that cost. We're being more than generous by offering the use of our engineering team to help install it. A custom grav drive can't come cheap, and I assume they have neither the monetary means nor the connections to get a hold of that kind of technology. That leaves the only other party in this negotiation. You.
Così vivono qui mai stati in servitù?
Oh, I didn't say that specifically. This would be a mutual contract for room and board in exchange for services rendered. Of course, there's no telling how long this arrangement will last, given the substantial costs we'd need to take on in order to accommodate them here, including their continued room and board. But this may save the resort on operating costs in the long term, as we'd be able to let go of some of our current paid staff.
Perché non lasciamo gestire questa faccenda a qualche altra
We operate outside of the Free Stars only, you see, partially because we don't want anyone else meddling in our affairs. And we'd rather not draw attention to it. As I've mentioned, it could be bad for business. We'd much rather settle this independently. And which proposal will you be taking to the good captain? I assume there's a captain?
E se dopo tutto questo continuassero a sostenere che i loro diritti su questo pianeta sono presenti ai vostri?
They'd be hard-pressed to defend that claim in any courts. Our charter goes back years. It was registered with both the UC and Free Star Collective, per the Centaurus Proclamation. We may be outside the settled systems, but that charter's official as can be. I'm sorry, but you're going to need to be the one to break the news to them that they need to make a compromise or leave.
Praticamente come si potrebbe far scomparire una nave come quella?
I have no idea. Because I'm not suggesting anything of the sort. But it's a wonder that old ship made it all the way here in such a relatively short time. Must have really been pushing themselves. An engineer friend of mine told me once that the reactors on those old ships have a tendency to self-destruct if they overload. Of course, their engineers must have taken great care not to push it too far. Someone would likely have to override the safety systems in the reactor computer. But who would do such a thing?
Don't even think for one moment that this would be acceptable behavior. You can't just blow up their ship. That's insane.
Però gavi i motori comincerà a scendersi.
Good on you. You want to see a man named Benny St. James over at Hope Tech. He's the best in the business. If anyone can retrofit a 200-year-old ship with a modern grav drive, it'd be him. We'll coordinate our engineering team with his when you return, though you may have to help the Constance engineers prepare for it on their end. Good luck.
Okay.
I know this was a difficult decision, but if it's any consolation, I think you've made the right choice. Compared to the destruction of their vessel and relegating them to a life of servitude, I'd say this is the best chance they've got.
Right. On behalf of the Paradiso Group, we appreciate your help.
There are millions of planets out there. People can go to any one of them. The resort facilities are precisely what we bring to the table.
Okay, non lascio una nave.
It's the only thing we've really got to offer.
I don't want to risk us coming off as just another artificial, shady, trash-filled dump like Neon. That's not who we are. We've got something special here. We should embrace
E
that.
questi continua a parlare intanto. Più contatto. Vai, ok, poi sta lotta. Eh sì, qua la nave, sì, giusto.
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband, and you can be on your way.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
All right, we're done.
Dove
Welcome to
siamo?
Hopetown.
Quella. Sta il muro.
Howdy.
Saputo nulla di interessante.
The part of House Maroon that wouldn't shoot you on sight disappeared into seclusion. Shame they didn't take their zealot friends with them.
Puoi dirmi qualcosa? Aspetta,
You heard about this Elios retreat that's going up on Ixil 2? A friend of mine made it sound like it's supposed to be some kind of resort for criminals. I must have heard him wrong.
Saputo nulla interessante.
Allegedly, there were some Varun zealots in the area not long back.
Adora
They're gone for
serpenti.
good. Those snake worshippers make my skin crawl.
Saputo nulla
Just trying to
interessante.
stay one step ahead of the Crimson Fleet. Like to keep my credits in my pocket and my guts in my body.
Faccia cuore.
I'm just counting down the hours until I can sleep in a bed with some real gravity.
Può dirmi qualcosa sul
The
collettivo che
collective's
sta?
about opportunity. No hulking bureaucracies bossing you around. Living life how you want.
Parliamo da fan.
Sure.
Ok.
Take a look.
Ah, vende roba. Cosa vende? Niente interessante. Boh. Gestione di polvo. Perché sono qua? Mi sa che ho sbagliato. Palla. Sì, giusto qua. Voilà Opect. Ok, giusto. Ci siamo.
Smooth jump. Nice work.
E dov'è la missione qua? Ah, qua. Contatto. Sì. Ah, forse devo andare su. Sì, devo attaccare. Andare sulla nave. Ecco.
Docking cycle complete.
Cala a bordo.
We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course.
Ah, vuoi parlarmi? Ok, cosa vuoi?
So, I've given everything we've discussed a lot of thought.
Ooh!
And I've decided I'd like Aja Mamasa to
Matrimonio.
conduct our marriage ceremony.
Chi ha già ma qui?
You're kidding,
Sì,
right?
sto scherzando, sì.
She was the former chair of Constellation. The one that passed the torch to me about 5 years ago? We've talked about it before. Come on, stay with me.
Qualsiasi cosa ti renda felice, Sara.
It's important to me that we are both happy. This is a huge step in our relationship, and I want everything to be perfect. So, with that settled, I suppose we just keep it a quiet ceremony? Just the two of us?
Volevi invitare qualcuno di codesti?
Honestly, no. I respect everyone at Constellation, but this is part of my personal life. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to keep my personal feelings about us separate from Constellation.
Credo che dovevo invitare tua madre.
If anyone else had suggested that, I'd say no. But hearing it from you, I know in my heart that it's the right thing to do. I'll send her an invite and we'll see if she shows. Anyone else? Or will the three of us with Aja presiding be enough?
Penso che dovevo invitare Sona.
Oh, that's sweet of you to suggest, but I think bringing Sona all the way to Aja's home would be too much anxiety for the poor girl.
Sì, parlano tanto, sì, parlano va bene, sempre intimo, penso che sarà molto carino.
All right, it's settled then. I'll send a message to Aja, asking for her to preside over the ceremony. As soon as you're ready,
Paradiso.
Let's head to Paradiso. I can't tell you how much this means to me. I love you.
Devo parlare
The
con questo.
Constant is a peaceful ship.
Poi andiamo a sposarsi. Mi sono perso. Di qua. Cos'è? Ah, per far saltare la nave, no. Non andare qua io. Ho sbagliato. Non indietro. È vero, posso solo togliere le cose, è vero che mi confondo. Aspetta. Come faccio a mettere, aspetta, mostra tutti gli indicatori. Ho sbagliato. Sono confuso. Dove sta Opect? Missioni. Oh, qua. È qua che devo andare. Opect. Oh, ci siamo. Ah, devo staccare la nave. Mannaggia. Perché sono... Penso che devo parlare con questi, invece non devo parlare. È per distruggere la nave. No.
There's so much more to learn about now.
No.
And to think, all this time, we thought we were alone.
Ma come faccio a uscire? Sono perso.
Sure is nice to know there are other people.
These are exciting times.
Wow, I've heard about you, but...
Mi fanno passare. Ma cosa c'è?
It's almost time to take inventory of our stock again.
Magazzino. Mi sa che per uscire da qua devo fare così. scegli una missione. Ecco, va bene così. Missione, devo attivarla. Ecco. Ci siamo. Oh, adesso mi sono... Oh.
I've lived my entire life in the constant. I'm not sure how it
Qua. Di qua. Che mi sono perso, me l'ho perso. Adesso basta seguire qua. Allora siamo giusti. Di qua, giusto? Ogni tanto spariscono le cose.
We were never trained to trust threats coming from outside.
Per sganciare la nave. Sale a bordo.
I warm up the engines.
Ok, adesso. Beh, sposiamoci, va? Un po' sta rotta. A terra. Sposiamoci, poi andiamo a fare quella missione.
Repeat patronage is much appreciated. Is there any assistance I may offer you today?
I noticed you arriving at port shortly after I did. Something's been bothering me. And I've been dying to ask another guest. They told us there was a very active meteor shower, which is why we had to divert our flight path coming in for our landing. But I haven't seen a single shooting star since I've been here. That's weird, right?
Ho seguito una rotta diversa per arrivare qui. Ho usato la mia nave.
Oh, that's fair. I'll just have to ask around. The view coming in is so beautiful. You should really take the shuttle here sometime. Unless, of course, they've done away with that flight path for some reason. I should hope not. Anyway, enjoy your stay. Sorry for bothering you. Actually, a question. Usually, when I come here, the shuttle takes a certain route.
Ah, parla con Sara. Quella con lei.
As we were landing, I picked up a message from Aja. She said to meet us at the park overlooking the ocean. Before we go to the ceremony, I want you to look me in the eyes and tell me this is exactly what you want.
Voglio passare il resto della mia vita con te, Sara.
I just melt when I hear you say things like that to me. I love you. And I'm forever thankful to have someone as amazing as you and
Amazing!
Now come on. Aja is waiting for us. But first, we should probably say something to my mother.
Parla con Abby, che tal? Lei dov'è? Non so dove è Abby, che tal? Devo suonare. Poi sta roba. È sempre qua. qualcosa per te? Ok.
Hey there. Glad to see
È
you
qualcosa
again.
interessante per me.
Oh, yes, of course. I almost forgot.
Ah.
We should get a drink sometime.
Qua lì. Mi fa confondere. Qua dice non andare di qua. Ah, oh, adesso no, veramente. Ah, big run. Di qua.
You have a nice day now.
Ma è lontano sto luogo? Sì. Ah, qua.
It certainly was nice of you to think of me when sending invitations to my daughter's wedding.
It's good to see you too, Mum.
I just wish you would have given me more notice. Or maybe some time to get to know your dear partner. I barely even know his name.
Piacere di conoscerti, signora Morgan.
Yes, good to meet you too, my dear. If only my daughter had thought to introduce us sooner. We could have built more of a rapport before this big day.
We'll have plenty of time to talk more later, I'm sure, after the ceremony. Anyway, I'm sorry, Mum. I know how this must all seem to you. This was a sudden decision, and we didn't want to waste any more time. We wanted to keep the ceremony small, and involve only the people I care about the most.
Sarah, dear. I hope you know that I am delighted to be here. To see you finally get married. It's been a long time coming. And I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Thank you for coming, Mum. We'll be sure to talk more in a bit. But for now, let's not keep poor Aja waiting.
We're waiting until everyone arrives. Just a few moments for everyone to take their places. It's so lovely to see you, Sarah.
It's wonderful to see you too, Aja. This is the one I told you about.
I've heard a lot about you. All of it good. You're quite a catch.
10 seconds in and already you're embarrassing everyone.
Before we go any further, I just want to make sure that you are right for Sarah. She's quite special,
È più che speciale, è unica.
Oh, God. Now you're embarrassing me.
That's called love, my dear. You better get used to it. Well, I've seen enough. I can read people the moment I lay eyes on them. And you're going to make Sarah quite happy.
Coming from you, Aja, that means a lot.
Of course, Sarah. You know I always look out for you. Now, are we ready to begin the ceremony?
Iniziamo.
Very well. If everyone's ready, then I'll begin. It's been years since Sarah Morgan and I have spoken. And though it might appear that we've grown apart, I feel that we've become closer friends than ever before. When I received the message with Sarah's intent to marry, and that she wanted me to officiate the ceremony, I was overwhelmed with joy. Not because she had decided to rekindle our friendship, but because she was allowing me to share the happiest moment of her life. I can't imagine a greater honor. And for that, Sarah, I thank you.
I wouldn't have had it any other way, Aja.
Before you present your vows, I'd ask both of you to remember that love is what brought you together today. It is a foundation upon which a structure of trust, faith, and affirmation is built. This structure can be absolutely impenetrable if you both agree to love each other unconditionally, with faith, devotion, and acceptance. And most importantly, to allow yourself to be loved. Remember, there are no other bonds more meaningful than the one you are undertaking today. You should cherish this moment and hold it close to your hearts as a reminder of the love you share. If you both are willing to abide by these words, then you can be assured that your lives will be filled with joy and happiness forever.
That was beautiful, Aja. Thank you.
Did you need a moment, Sarah?
No, I'm fine. But I wanted to say something before you continue. When we stood beside that waterfall in New Atlantis, you told me that I deserve to be with someone who understands my feelings. It was at that very moment I realized I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you. Your love means everything to me. And I swear to return that love freely and unconditionally, without hesitation. This is my solemn pledge to you. From deep within my heart, from deep within my soul, for all eternity.
And you? Did you have anything you wanted to say to Sarah?
Le parole, Questo.
Thank you.
Sei la persona più bella e amorevole che hai mai incontrato appunto una volta nella vita. Sono sempre al tuo fianco, importante cosa sia triste, prendere insieme quanto è finito. Qualsiasi sfida dovremo affrontare nella nostra vita, puoi scelta che lo faremo fianco a fianco insieme.
I'm going to hold you to that promise.
You had a gift, Sarah?
Yes. I wanted you to have this as a token of our love. I'm giving this to you as a symbol of the clean break I've made from my past. Oh, it would have been impossible without your help. And for that, I'll be forever grateful.
With these promises of affection and these vows you've exchanged, by the power vested in me by the Articles of Constellation, I happily pronounce you life mates. Congratulations!
Aja, I don't know what to say. That was... amazing. I couldn't imagine having the ceremony without you.
I'm glad everything worked out for you, Sarah. I'm only sorry that we waited so long to reach out and contact one another.
Grazie di tutto, Aya.
It was my pleasure. Well, you're both welcome to stay here for as long as you like. Sarah, your mother will be staying here with me for a few weeks. We've actually got a lot more in common than I expected. So, I guess this is goodbye for now. I wish the both of you a happy and healthy life together.
Okay.
I'll never forget this, Aja. Thank you.
It was a wonderful wedding. I'm so happy to officiate for you.
Gigi?
Don't worry. I know how new in-laws can be. I'll try to work on her for
Com'è
you.
Sala quanto la tua appendista in
She was a royal pain in the butt. That's what she was, Hot-headed, impulsive, eager to rush into things without examining the ramifications, eh? Honestly, a lot like I was at her age. Her hunger to explore the void was the most fervent I'd seen in my years at Constellation. There wasn't a single assignment she'd refuse. All in all, though, she was one of the best explorers I've traveled with. And I'd wager that holds true up to today. That woman has a good head on her shoulders. You should count yourself lucky to be a part of her life.
Cosa ne pensi di Paradiso?
You have to ask? Look at the place. It's absolute paradise. I can spend my day at the beach, relax with a cool drink and catch up on some reading, enjoy the cuisine, whatever my heart desires. I haven't even traveled off-world since I arrived. Hell, I haven't even boarded a spacecraft. It's so wonderfully liberating. Moving to Paradiso was one of the best decisions I made in my entire life.
Come mai decisi di lasciare Constellation?
I was chair of Constellation for 35 years. I was there for all the low points and all the high. I kept Constellation out of the colony war, made some incredible discoveries, and recruited some of the most amazing explorers in the settled systems. I just finally reached a point where I felt I'd done enough. And it was time to give Sarah a chance. And I have no regrets either. If you're expecting controversy or some sort of political reason, I can assure you, it doesn't exist. And between you and me, I'm not getting any younger, eh? And this tired old woman wanted to enjoy the sunset of her life on this beautiful world. Take care.
Sarah deserves someone. I really do hope you're truly the one for my daughter.
Come ti è sembrato il matrimonio?
It was not quite what I had imagined for Sarah. I thought it would be a grand affair with hundreds of friends and extended family gathered to celebrate. But given her history, I should say I'm not entirely surprised she chose something completely different. However, despite that, I must say that this was truly something special. It was quite splendid. Just the two of you, myself, and Aja. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you again for having me.
Hai qualche storia imbarazzante da raccontare sull'infanzia di Sarah?
Oh, gosh, really? We're doing this, are we?
Oh, can I? When Sarah was 6, I believe, she lost her second tooth, but this time she actually lost it. I forget how it happened exactly, but it ended up going out with the waste as we were flying between Jemison and... Oh, I forget where. It's not important. She was so distraught. Mummy, what if the Tooth Fairy doesn't know I lost a tooth and doesn't come? She cried. So I told her to write a note and leave it under her pillow for the Tooth Fairy. So she ended up explaining what had happened and begged the Tooth Fairy for a spaceship so she could go off and find her lost tooth for her. It was adorable.
Thanks, Mother. Just... thanks for that.
Tuo rapporto con Sarah non è sempre stato idilliaco. Cosa è successo?
Mostly the physical distance between us. It wasn't intentional, I'll have you know. Our lives simply diverged as she grew older. You may not know this, but we had different plans for her when she was growing up. I've since come to terms and accepted that she didn't want to follow in her parents' footsteps. Perhaps... She needs to hear it from me. I need to make it more clear to her that I'm proud of her, regardless of her choices. I need to, if I want to be closer to my daughter and her new partner.
Ok.
We'll talk later, I suppose.
Continuiamo a fare le missioni, va? andare alla Rupert. Uptown, devo andare qua. Sì. Eccoci qua.
Well, that was fun.
Approaching ship, you've entered Freestar Collective Space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. Alright, that's it. Welcome to Hopetown.
Stazione di porto. Qua cosa c'è? Porto, apri mappa. Uptown, qua che devo andare, no? Posta punto di atterraggio. A terra. Oh. Ci siamo. Ok. Quante cavoli missioni ci sono in sto gioco?
Landing initiated. Watch your flaring.
Dove andare? Guarda, oh perché? Dov'è la opera? Qua dici di qua. Non ho sbagliato. Non si può togliere sto cavolo di spionare che mi fa confondere. Proviamo così. Oh, adesso l'ho tolto. Sì, meglio. Di qua non andare.
Excuse me. A little desperate here.
I remember meeting Ron Hope once. Idealistic
All right,
and
Adela.
perhaps a bit of a
Deep
dreamer.
breath.
But you have to admire what he's accomplished.
Oh, God.
Beh, volevi parlare con me, parla.
Right. Right. When I signed on to be a freight captain, I was expecting long hours and dull routes. And now I'm a hair away from being executed. Or worse.
Dimmi cosa c'è che non va.
Where to start? So, I fly a rust bucket called the Markab for a small shipping line. It just started, really. We do bulk shipping, boring stuff like actuators and seed stock, and minerals. Have you ever had a standard, boring job just blow up in your face?
La storia della mia vita. Ah.
You get it then. So, I just got assigned to the Markab. The first shipment? Slag steel. Nothing special. As soon as I left Neon and got scanned, things got crazy. Spacers, Freestar security, the works. Everyone demanding I power down, hand over the contraband, or sometimes just firing first. I skipped the system, ditched the cargo, and have been running ever since.
Cosa stai trasportando dunque?
I don't know. I was just flying for my life. But some bad people want it.
Dimmi cosa dovrei fare io.
I'm getting to that part. Sorry. A tracker just landed and I just know he's hunting a bounty. Me. But the trick is, everyone knows the ship. But my info isn't in the database yet. All they got is my last name, Fahim. So if you go into the pit stop and claim you're Captain Fahim of the Markab, maybe you can deal with the tracker?
Okay. Liquidadore,
A member of the Trackers Alliance. You know, Bang Bang, Dead or Alive bounty hunters?
Come dovrei comportarmi con il liquidatore?
I don't know. I don't want anyone to get hurt. But he may not give you any choice.
Come mai sanno solo il tuo nome?
The company is... well, a real train wreck. I'm amazed they even have my last name on file. For once, working for such a dump is a good thing.
Perché dovrei farlo?
Listen, I just haul, well, garbage. But you, I mean, you're armed and look, well, awesome. I figure you could do a solid for the little guy, girl. Plus credits. I did mention the credits, right?
Allora sono il capitano Fame.
You are the best! This slate has everything they know about me. It's not much. He's the one with the cowboy hat. Just stay safe. Thank you.
Vabbè.
Ron Hope's the best thing that's happened to us.
I don't want to hear any complaint.
Vediamo sta... Quante cavoli missioni? Vediamo sta missione qua da montare il motore.
Keep an eye on your valuables. If you can't protect your own.
Ron Hope certainly embodies the same. Spared no expense.
Salve.
Oh, Hope Tech needs brave new innovations.
Su quali navi hai lavorato?
All of them. I've been with Mr. Hope since near the beginning. I think he appreciates my attention to detail and my focus on the fundamentals. Although he has been hinting that the R&D budget may dry up if I don't produce results.
Com'è fare ingegnere qui?
Oh, it's marvelous. Generally, they only care about efficiency, cost-effectiveness, and reliability. Oh, sure, there are the odd complaints about comfort and lack of decent airflow, but they almost always side with the numbers.
Mi dico che sei inesperto in gravitatori a componenti per navi, lo chiedi un favore.
Sure, that sounds like me. What can I do for you? I'm a little busy, but I think I could spare some time.
Siamo tutti impegnati, non sapere se potessi montare un gravitatore in una vecchia nave coloniale. Mi manda ora le gambe, sono qui per prendere un grave motore per una vecchia nave coloniale.
Oh, you should have just said that. Of course I can help you. Oliver sent a courier ahead of you. I did some research on ships from that era, and I have a decent idea what we're dealing with. So grav drives didn't really take off until after the ship was built. But I've got access to an ancient grav drive that looks like it could be compatible. With some minor adjustments. It's in good shape, too. Parts not cheap, though. Neither is the labor. Just pay the combined cost of parts and labor, and it's yours.
Aspetta che salvo.
Sorry to hear, but this is an expensive piece of equipment.
Faccio
Don't make
persuadi.
them like this anymore. I'll still be here if you scrounge up the change.
Salviamo e faccio persuadi.
Oh no. Ah, right.
Persuadi.
It's a pretty big ask. given how rare
Faccio
these
fare un
old
po' di
grab drives
sconto,
are.
Da quant'è che ho esitato? Nessuno ha mai fatto ad acquistarlo.
True. I keep telling myself I'm holding on to it for the right time. Perhaps this is that right time.
Il profitto che ne chiameresti non è minimamente paragonabile alla libertà che
As much as I'd love to, I just don't know if I can afford to take a loss
No, ho
on this.
sbagliato.
Again,
Tanto di carico.
I'm sorry.
Vai, facciamo.
Yeah, I hope so.
Mi fa piacere che sto iniziando a capire il mio punto di vista.
I'm still willing to talk.
Fatto.
Tell you
Dici?
what. Sounds like this is for a good cause. While I can't give you the part for free,
Fatto
I
lo
won't
sconto.
charge you for the work.
Ma ho dato lo sconto. Ok, paga. Ok.
Oh. Ah. Doesn't
No!
look like you have enough credits. It's hard to find one of these
Non ho
parts
i
around
soldi.
anymore. So I'm going to need the credits up front. Come back when you've got enough. I'll still be here.
Scusa, quanti soldi ho? Ah, per pochissimi! Per 3.000 crediti. Posso vendere le anime. Da aprire la mappa di questo luogo. Non andare sulla nave. Mi prendo la roba e la roba che non mi serve la vendo. Se c'è qualcuno che compra qua la roba.
Just give the word and we'll get underway.
Alzati. Devo guardare la stiva. Inventario. Stiva di carico. Tutti spaziali. No, mi prendo questa. Ok, vendiamo già quella. Già con quella forse... Aspetta. Che qua è? Adesso usciamo dalla nave. Ah, basta far così. Esci. Vediamo se c'è un venditore qua. Ah, forse qua posso vendere. Questa. Caschi. Peso? Quanto peso ho? ...24 a non vendere qualcos'altro. Vendi. Vendi la nave. Questa. Bestiario. Risorse. Beh, questa la posso vendere. Risorse. Non valgono tanto. Provviste no? A posto. Andiamo dal tizio là. Ci sono i ninja qua. Ciao Franco. Come va?
Off-worlders. Nothing ever good.
Cioè, penso che non passavi oggi. Dov'è il tizio che devo vendere la roba? Devo comprare la roba. Ah sì, là sul piano di sopra. Mi sono sposato nel gioco, Fatto, c'è stato il matrimonio prima.
Oh.
Adesso, adesso compriamo il pezzo che vuole qua. Ho dormito in realtà fino a 5 minuti fa. Ah,
so it's expensive. I'll throw in the labor for free, but it's still going to cost you for the parts.
Ecco qua.
You're done right it is. I'll get to work on it right away. I recommend you go back to the ship and ask the captain to prepare for its retrofit. Standard stuff. I'm sure they have an engineer on board to help. We'll send the part along when it's ready and install it with the help of Oliver's.
Non ho più soldi, ho speso
Pleasure working with you.
Tutti i soldi.
Tech needs brave new innovation.
Allora, questo cambio motore sei sicuro che funzionerà?
Absolutely. Working with old tech isn't always easy, but I've never come across a job I couldn't do.
Ho lavorato tutta notte che una signora ha saltato un tubo. Mannaggia, che sfortuna. Cioè, sfortuna per la notte.
You've got my word on that.
Ok, andiamo su.
Bye.
Praticamente ho trovato una nave abbandonata. E c'erano dentro di tizi che hanno bianciato per 200 anni, però non è effettive quella generazione. Praticamente sono i primi viaggiatori dello spazio. È stata divertente fare questa missione. Un po' sta lotta. Oh, andiamo su quella nave lì.
Time to move on.
Eccola qua la nave.
Is mining on the schedule today?
Che ho parlato lì? Il problema è non fa scendere. Oh, ecco, adesso ci siamo. Mi ho comprato il pezzo, praticamente mi ho comprato il motore a questi che non riuscivano più a navigare. 25.000 crediti mi è costato. Ah, si sono sposati comunque, io e lei. Adesso sono marito e moglie.
Well, well.
Cosa ne pensi del nostro matrimonio? Okay.
I'm loved. You have no idea how wonderful that makes me feel.
Ah, posso anche divorziarmi, ok. Quelle parole significano tutto per me, sanno.
If it keeps us close, then I'll gladly say those words every time
Non posso cambiare i vestiti. La tizia, no?
I'm here for you, my love.
Posso farti qualche domanda personale? Vediamo.
Ask whatever you'd like.
Ah, in passato hai avuto qualche relazione in cui vuoi parlare?
There was a particular someone.
Auguri, cazzo.
We actually became quite close at first. But as I rose in rank, I became more interested in my career than what she needed from me. I let her drift away. By the time I realized what was happening, it was too late. She requested a transfer, and I lost touch. Anyway, I've dated other men and women at various points in my life, but I'd hardly classify any of them as relationships. As you might have guessed, I tend to concentrate on work and let my personal feelings fall by the wayside. It often drives others away.
Solo quella la novità.
We done.
Non devo parlare ancora. Io ho la tizia che devo parlare, che avevo montato il pezzo.
Now that we know what's out there,
posso anche far esplodere la nave dall'interno, però così per non pagare il pezzo era quella missione. Non ho mai fatto il motore. Sono stato buono. Qua, la capitana.
I wonder what else is
Dov'è? Questo è l'ingegnere.
If the other colonists knew how many times the constant almost came apart at the seams. Whew. Well, thankfully I never let it. I was hoping to talk to our visitor from outer space, and here you are! Welcome, welcome! I have a million burning questions, but I won't overwhelm you. There will be plenty of time for that later. Please, indulge me just a couple. How did you do it? Did humanity finally discover faster than light travel and eclipse our poor old ship?
Abbiamo sviluppato la tecnologia chiamata gravi motori che consente alle navi di piegare lo spazio.
I knew it. It's incredible! I read about this technology in our archives from Earth, but it was only theoretical back then. Amazing!
Amazing! Come parla?
I've got so many questions, but I'm being rude. I haven't even given you my name. Chief Engineer Kazemi, but you can call me Amin. And, I might add, I'm one of the reasons we're still floating out here today.
Mi chiamo Snake, c'è un'altra cosa che ti devo parlare.
Yes, of course. Anything for my new
friend. Perché non si gira, vabbè? Se i vostri posti sensori sapere la possibilità di gravi motori, perché non hanno aspettato sviluppo anziché partire subito? Infatti.
Great question. I do not know for sure, but I can venture a guess. All of the reading I've done on the matter suggests that at the time, there was uncertainty that the technology would ever work, or if it did, that it would work at the scale we needed. So, I trust they made the decision to strike out when they did, fully believing it was the only way.
Quali sono i tuoi compiti in quanto ingegnere capo?
Some may say I'm a master of keeping things together with nothing but duct tape and bubblegum. Well, if we had any gum left. Pretty sure that ran out 100 years ago. When I'm not dealing with catastrophic engine failures, I manage the other engineers. We maintain all the machinery, computers, you name it. We keep the life support on, and the ship flying.
Con una nave così vecchia avrai di sicuro storie di eroismo e ingegnerismo da raccontare.
Many years ago, when I was a junior engineer, the reactor's computer burned out. The computer that controls the reactor's various regulators. I'll spare you the details, but when that happens, the ship and everyone on it is in danger of turning into a mess of hot slag.
Okay.
I had to jury-rig parts from old media devices to prevent a meltdown. And that's how I became the boss around here.
Hai detto che volevi che avevi altre domande da farmi, vero?
Yes! So many! Does everyone have their own spaceships like you? Do people only live on naturally habitable planets, or did they learn to terraform? Are we in contact with alien species? I have so many more. I don't want to take all your time.
Non abbiamo trovato forme di vita sazienti per ora, ma molte creature viventi. Ok.
Disappointing, but not unexpected. When you showed up, I tried to tell the others about the Fermi paradox. I suggested that the most likely explanation for you was that humanity had developed faster, more advanced technology and had leapfrogged us. Seems I was right.
No, nessuna trasformazione, messi sui coloni e sui pianeti inospitali. Usiamo unità abitative tutte. Okay.
I'm not surprised. The amount of energy it would take to terraform an entire planet seems improbable. I can assume these types of colonies are strictly for mining and gathering rare resources, since there are nearly limitless habitable planets to choose from out there.
Beh, non tutti hanno una nave, ma molti sì. Hai gli stessi... Ah, lol!
I knew
lol!
it!
Hai gli stessi capelli.
Amazing! Simply amazing! In our ancestors' time, only the very wealthy could afford to build ships. Even this ship was only possible by our families pulling together nearly all of their financial resources.
Però non posso dedicare al tuo tempo e alle tue domande, ok?
Thank you for taking the time to talk with me. I can have a bit of a big personality, I'm told. So let me know if I ever get on your nerves.
Ok, facciamo sta nave.
What grab drive? Just joking with you. The Paradiso engineers filled me in. Okay, let's see what we need to do. All right. This will be fun. And hopefully there will be no explosions in the process. I have just received word that the drive is here. Ready to get to work?
Montiamo sto motore. Ti serve il mio aiuto?
Yes, of course I need your help. My team needs to stay on top of their daily maintenance. And I need to make my own preparations for this gravity drive you brought us. Your help is going to be vital to this procedure. And have no worries, it'll be easy. I'll guide you through the process.
Scusa, hai parlato di esplosioni?
Oh, don't worry about that. Just a little engineering humor. We've kept this ship going with minimal incidents this long. I'm not about to let anything happen to it now. But, to be clear, what we're doing is very dangerous, and we should be prepared for anything.
Non vedo l'ora in tale nazione.
Great! There are 3 preparations I need you to help me make while I set things up on my end. First thing I need you to do is reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator. Then, turn the plasma runoff inhibitor function to 5%.
Okay.
Last, you'll need to decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly. Got it? Let's hop to it!
Va bene, ho capito. Prepara la nave. Ah, posso far che esplode la nave però, non voglio. Prepara la nave. Ok, questa. Uso utilizzati per ingegneri qualificati sotto la loro supervisione. Quali sistemi regolari? Cosa devo fare? Boh. Aspetta, forse è meglio che salvo prima che faccio qualche danno. Per quelle... No, ho giocato solo ieri Assassin's Creed. Mi è piaciuto. Dicono che è il più corto di Assassin's Creed che hanno fatto. Una trentina d'ore dura. Cosa dice i volti? Sì, ho visto che c'eri. Aspetta, non lo dice la missione, non mi ricordo cosa devo fare. Allora, c'è scritto turbo ponta di babolto radiatore chizodenico. Aspetta che me lo scrivo, Ho tratto un foglio. Ieri ho visto uno spin-off per quelle cose. Sì, è uno spin-off di Assassin's Creed 1. Assassin's Creed 1, sì. Allora. Le indiziare. Energia dalla turbo pompa di babolpo bordo al radiatore. Igienico ausiliario ok. Impostare inibitore poi devi sbagliare dello scarico del plasma sul 5% del plasma 5%, ok, e disaccoppiare i vulchi magnetici del turbo flange dall'assemblaggio del modulo ausiliario, ok, scritto si chiede 1.5, sì, sì. Oh, mi sono scritto tutto. Oh, almeno non sbaglio. Adottatore modulo ausiliario, no? Giusto? Diceva di fare quando. Questo devo disaccapparlo, no? Giusto? Poi, allora questo. Allora questo. No, forse è questo. No, è impossibile. Ok. I ultimi maneti. Niente. Ah, ok. Flange. Le flange com'è che erano? Non mi ricordo. Ausiliario, sì, ok, cioè. Ah, impossibile. Perché? Ah! Forse non va bene qua. La coppa. Ho sbagliato, non mi fa fare di carico. Mi sa che devo fare proprio in ordine, come dice qua il gioco. Come ho scritto. Ho fatto l'ultima cosa. Energia, turbo pompa. Ah, se faccio la prima cosa sbaglio non posso far più niente. Aspetta. Mi accoppa. Li carichiamo. Forse devo fare qualcos'altro prima di guardare il suo computer. Vediamo. Ah, vedi che qua c'è qualcosa in più. Computer alfa. Cos'è? Chio pompa. Turbo pompa. Va volto a chiccioni ausiliari. Ah! Poi dice anche. Ah, non si può. Perché dice anche qua turbo ponto va volto? Ah, è impossibile. Oh, è difficile questa roba. C'è qualcos'altro.
Hey there.
Controlli bene, beta. Qua non so cosa devo fare. Ah, qua il 5% era, giusto. E qua ci siamo. E qua il 5%. Ah, questo è per far esplodere la nave, no. Comunque andiamo a fare qualcosa. Ah, se n'è andato. No, dov'è? Ah, è qua.
I can't tell you how many times I've had to make do.
Ah, solamente capivo
something
qualcosa.
wrong?
C'è qualcosa che... devo ricordarmi.
There's still something left to do.
Vediamo.
Reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic.
Ricordati che te Franco.
Decouple the magnetic flange pipe
scritto
enclosures
sbagliato.
from the auxiliary module assembly.
Magnetici.
So long.
Magnetici. Si accoppano i gruppi magnetici. Si accoppano i gruppi magnetici. Ma l'inibitore? Si accoppa. Questo è giusto, così. Fatto. Vediamo cosa mi dice.
Something wrong? There's still something left to do. Reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator.
Turbo pompa di vapore.
Decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the
È
auxiliary module
difficile
assembly.
questa, cavoli. Se sbaglio fa esplodere la nave.
Something wrong?
Ci vuole un foglio più grande per scrivere. Boh. Ho preso un foglio più grande. Quello è piccolo, non capivo.
There's still something left to do. Reroute the
E come faccio a mettere in pausa?
power from the port turbo
Turbo
pump to the
pompa di
auxiliary
babolto
cryogenic
ad
radiator.
adattatore chiccionico.
Decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly.
Turbo pompa. Cos'è che aveva detto?
Something wrong? There's still something left to do. Reroute the power from the port turbo pump to
Turbo
the
pompa di
auxiliary
babolto ad
cryogenic radiator.
adattatore chiccionico.
Decouple the magnetic flange pipe
Energia.
enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly.
Ah, forse le missioni me la fa vedere.
Careful not to touch anything on your way out.
Sì, ho salvato prima, sì. Non è una missione. Perché non c'è più una missione qua? Ah, qua. Ah, ecco. Allora, facciamo una cosa alla volta. Energia. Dalla turbo pompa di babordo al radiatore. Criogenico. Nico. Ausiliario. Oh, facciamo questo, se no mi confondo. Prima facciamo questo, cerchiamo. Poi mi sembra amministratore. Amministratore. Allora, energia dalla turbo ponta di babolto al radiatore. Punto. Come faccio a sapere qual è? Qua non c'è.
Hey.
È questo? Ausiliano, no? Giusto? Redazione. Vaporto. Ciboldo. Niente. Qua niente. Radiatore chigionico ausiliare. Qua. Oh, questo è fatto. Vediamo cosa dice. Dove è andato? Oh, perché lo devo inseguire? Ah, qua.
Keeping at 200 something wrong? There's still something left to do. Decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly.
Ah, adesso devo fare una cosa sola. Ok. Quello l'ho fatto. Impostare l'inibitori dello scarico a spalma al 5% l'ho fatto. Devo fare disaccoppiare gli imburchi. Disaccoppiare. Giusto? Magnetici del tubo lanciato dato dall'assemblaggio nel modo ausiliario del asse del modulo ausiliario, vediamo. Devo trovare sto coso, forse era nel computer qua. Ah, vedi, le cose che ho fatto non sono più vabbè, segnate. Questo manca allora. Allora, i vulcani magnetici del tubo flanciato del modulo ausiliario, disaccopparlo. Disaccoppa. Poi tubo frangiato, dice. No, forse è giusto. No, ma non me lo fa fare, perché? Questo non ho capito. Cos'è che sbaglio qua? Ah, Twitch è pieno di gente che si filma di schiena ormai. I game stanno sparendo. Oh, ah, vabbè, fa niente. Impostare l'inibitorio scarico del spasma al 5%. Disoccupare i volchi magnetici del tubo panciato. Tubo panciato. Ah. Forse le flange. Modulo giuliano dice. Ma non c'è, cavoli. Devo concentrarmi. Forse perché devo iniziare. Aspetta, vediamo cosa mi dice quello. Io non ho capito come si fa.
I'm getting strange readings from.
Something wrong?
Sì, non va.
There's still something left. Decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly.
Tubo panciato, dice. Non guardare il tubo panciato. Ho sbagliato. Tubo panciato. Poi da qua. Del modulo azuliano. Ah, fatto, ce l'ho fatta. Parla con la capitana. Ce l'ho fatta. Vediamo cosa mi
Your
dice.
end and mine. So we'll finally be. Yes, so many. Does everyone have their own spaceships like you? Do people only live on naturally habitable planets, or did they learn to?
No, questo l'ho già fatto. Devo parlare.
Good luck out there.
Dov'è la capitana? Perché mi dice ancora che posso distruggere la nave? Vedi qua, se faccio questo distruggo la nave.
So much more to learn about now.
Andiamo a parlare con la capitana della nave. Come si fa ad andare là? Ah, c'ho il vetro. No, non voglio andare lì, non voglio distruggere la nave.
Just stay out of trouble.
The constant is a
devo parlare con la capitana. Capitano.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't.
Eccola. Ciao.
Now that you're here,
Il
I can finally
navigatore
give
è
my crew a
installato,
chance
dovrebbe
at a new
essere tutto a
life.
posto.
Well, well, it would appear we have the means to go nearly anywhere now, thanks to you. The engineers even upgraded our communications equipment so we can speak with passing ships. Turns out it was a pretty easy fix. Thank you again for all you've done.
Aveva la tecnologia obsoleta, non potevano comunicare e né navigare più. Nessun problema, è un piacere che sia andato tutto a posto.
Without you, we'd most likely be stuck. But you went above and beyond. I'll make sure people tell tales of your generosity for as long as our society lives. I don't know if we can ever fully repay you. Thank you again.
600 di esperienza, livello 17. ha regalato anche robe. Ah, ma devo fare le mantide. Mi ha detto che è importante, Franco Monaca, di fare le mantide. Guardate di cosa mi ha dato. No, non voglio tornare. Ha dato munizioni, un manuale, una mazza da occhi, ok, una palla da... un salvadanaio antico, il pallone, guarda, è una pistola, questa devo mettere nella mia nave. Ah, vero, vado nella mia nave, adesso non nella mia nave. Mantide, facciamo mantide. Ah, vedi cosa ho trovato? Ah, tutti i tizi, i comandanti. Guarda, generazioni e generazioni diventavano comandanti qua. Pendoli Newton. Oh, lol. Grandi speranze, questo vivo. Grandi speranze.
There's a huge difference between being prepared and
Ho
carrying
capito che
too
sei troppo
much.
preso, adesso lo lasciamo nella nave. Sono caduto nel bagno, sono andato. Sono caduto, sì. Mi sono trovato in bagno. Scegliamo le tacce qua.
Now that we know there are other people out there, we need to be more prepared for trouble.
You're lucky we're under orders not to escort you away.
Qua? Ah, devo fare l'abilità.
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Oh. Allora, sistemiamo l'inventario. Stiva di scarico. Ah, queste... Ah no, aspetta. Inventario. Ci siamo. Mi ha dato un'arma che fa schifo. Ok. Deposita, poi. Poi cosa mi ha dato? Ah, mi ha dato gli oggetti, giusto. Dove un impegno? Questo dopo lo guardiamo. Ok. A posto. Fai vedere. Inventario, la cosa che mi ha dato. Esamina. No, ho messo in ordine. La posso mettere nella nave. Questo è l'inventario della nave. Ah, questa via. L'oggetto missione questa, che la devo portare sempre indietro. Ah, perché ah, capito. Serve la fede. Adesso andiamo su Mantide. Questo ha detto che è importante Franco farlo. Ah sì, devo fare l'abilità. questo è interessante. Fatto. Questa la butta. Andiamo. Dici?
Do you need me for something?
Che ha detto?
Hey, over here. Could you please spare a ship part? I had a good
Che
feeling
succede?
about you. We just need a little. 2 units of ship parts will do.
Mi stai confondendo con qualcun altro.
Oh no. What are we going to do now?
Poi io vedo là. È esplosa! Aspetta che ricarico. Automatico. Devo dargli i pezzi di ricambio, se no esplodeva. Io rido. Questa lotta. È esplosa, hai visto?
You look well.
E adesso mi contattano. Oh.
Excuse me.
Ah, niente. Non mi contatta più, ma cos'è random?
Glad to see you're back in one piece.
Boh. Vabbè. Mi sa che è una cosa random. Ah, un po' sottile il segreto.
Gear looks green. Ready to land.
Sì, è random, perché non ce l'ha più la nave. Devo dargli subito i pezzi della nave, vabbè.
So you can get the hell out or we'll kill you. The lair of the Mantis is ours. 5, 4. You get the hell out now. 3, 2. Oh, it's on. Damn it.
Mi sparano! Sono in campo aperto, non ci sono i pali. Quasi. Vabbè. Cazzo, non ho venduto la roba. Non ritornare alla nave dopo. Non ho... Vedete che mi sto confondendo. Allora, aspetta, Ah, sono molti tutti. Torniamo un attimo la nave.
All crew accounted for. We're ready to depart.
Vedi che non ho messo via. Deposita. Poi c'era la pistola, giusto? Questa. A posto, adesso salviamo. Ah, non posso salvarlo, uscire fuori. Oh, a meno. Oh, ok, ci siamo. Come si fa a uscire da qua? Ah, qua. Ah, ci sono nemici qua allora. L'hanno uccisi tutti in sala. Dov'è la strada? Ah, di qua. Cazzo, ci sono ancora nemici. Ah, non mi vedono. Sta chiudendo sala, mia amica.
There you are. Here's ringing bad. You're a damn jerk.
Cazzo, sto morendo. Quanti cavoli ce n'è? C'avevo il cecchino, cazzo.
Got another one.
Ce ne sono due ancora di qua. Ah, non mi vede, ok, mettiamo dentro.
Ah, next time.
Ok. Da cosa che c'hanno questi di interessante?
You have anything valuable?
Munizioni. Coda la mantide, ok. Segnala. Ma quanto di due città? Devo buttare anche via i libri, mi dimentico. C'è gente. Vedete che buttiamo via i libri. I libri sono qua, me li metti nei vari? Ho risorse. Ah, forse è notte. Questa è una missione. Ah, questo. Ah, questo mi serve. Ok, va bene. È libero? Sembra di sì qua. Oh, c'è il pompone quello. Aspetta, pompone. Non so chi. Granata. Oh, granata. Ah, c'è la mia amica che c'ha un'arma potentissima. Me la dai?
Oh, my day just got off.
Cambiamo.
Have something for me?
Che calma. Ah, Equinox. Radioattivo. Ah, perché usa l'arma radioattiva. Mi fa male, ecco perché. Me la lascerei.
Talk to you again soon, darling.
Ho fatto una tavola. Però... Togli la scritta. Ah. Calibro 27. Cos'è? Munizioni. Sciabola, voltaggio, casco. Crediti. Crediti. Sedali con me. Qua ci sono gli armadietti? Sì.
So met with a lawyer and was prepared to party. Hard. The video will was emotional. Mom and I stopped talking years ago. Mom didn't look good. But was Mom as weird, crazy, and cryptic as ever. I'm almost surprised she remembered she even had a son. It was hard to hear. Almost touching. But then the punchline. No inheritance until I go to Mom's secret base on Denebola 1B. And she ends not with an I love you or an I'm proud of you. No. Sic semper tyrannis. My God. Always with that stupid Latin saying. Over and over she'd say that damn thing. Thanks, Mom. Thanks oh so much.
Okay. Mi dici tornare indietro? Poi voglio esplorare sul luogo. Ah, posso dormire? Li posso recuperare? No, ah sì, sono nemici. Mi son cagati in mano, meno male che c'ho i riflessi pronti. Hai visto, Franco? Una cassaforte. Salviamo che c'è la pila la cassaforte. No, ho fatto vuoto, vabbè. Allora, ragioniamo. Mi hai dato il buongiorno, sì? Stava dormendo. Facciamo questo, Sei andato avanti te a questo? Ah, non ancora, ok. Non so che cavolo mettere. Quello che va bene qua. Tutti sbagliati questo. Mi sa che ho sbagliato, carica. Cos'è questo intanto? Ah. Questo qua. 4. Ecco. Da 1 poi, ce l'avevo da 1, sì. GG. Munizioni. Boh, questo non so cosa serve. Ah, un'arma. Ok. Ah, posso dormire adesso? Ah, sì.
Janet, do we have to get up?
Ah, ha dormito con me, è vero che adesso dorme con me. Continuiamo a esplorare sto luogo. Ah, mi dice che posso andare di qua, ok. Non c'è un'arma più rapida. Vediamo questa. Sembra tutto uguali le armi. Medici, dici. Ah, c'è un altro cadavere, levati. Nemici. Esploso la roba, non so cosa è successo. Orion, cos'è? Cos'è Orion? Orion. Un'arma, fucile laser. Teniamo. Scusa, questo esamina. Come faccio ad ascoltarlo? Questo covo è una miniera d'oro, amantiti è una ricchissima. Se roba di altissima qualità, è meglio. Il meglio di essere all'interno, il bottino sarà incredibile, dovrò sopravvivere fino ad allora. Il tappo ne ha fatto fuori Carver e Young. Libri ha fatto offrire volontari un paio di altri tizi di equipaggio in Irondale. Poveri stronzi, devo solo evitare che Libri si accorga di me. Ok, va bene così. Ma l'altro cadavere erano in due, dove sono andati? Si è sciolto un cadavere? Non lo vedo. Vabbè. Sarà sparito. Nemici qua. Devo mettere la granata, se non mi ricordo come si fa. Aspetta, mette sulla granata. Pensiamo. Qua. Allora, preferiti. Qua.
This one's down. Bring it on. I'm gonna go down.
Non lo vedo. Granata. Cacciano un altro. Quanti cavoli ce n'è? Vedo il ladder di pieno. Devo avanzare dietro qua.
Well, I suppose they're not going to need it anymore.
Quanto roba? Ho trovato il colpo di Leon. Leon! A quanto pare una di quelle maledette tappole ha beccato anche lui. C'è stata una grossa rissa per il suo cadavere finché Elon Dave ci ha divisi. Sono riuscito a prendere la sua chiavetta di Kedger. Un bel bonus. C'è da chiedersi che speranze abbiamo noi se perfino il figlio della mantide è stato respinto. Ok. Ah, c'è anche una storia di qua. Cos'è il lunghette? Ah, un'arma. Lascia. Proiettili perforanti, che cosa figa. Va bene così, andiamo. Vita.
I'm going to end you. Dead.
Oh. Ah, niente interessante. Ah, c'è un documento questo.
Mantis? No way. I mean, the Mantis is a fairy tale. Someone to keep pirates from going off the deep end. I guess it's possible. She never talked about where she got her fortune. And man, she could handle herself anywhere. A lot to take in.
Ok. Ah, ce n'ho due olio. No, ho sbagliato. Vabbè, proviamo. Come sta olio adesso? Intanto mi curo. Ok.
I've seen ships stripped down to the hull after being ambushed by spacers.
Sono andati di qua. Ok. È grande sto luogo, Franco. Nemici. Quinto passo. Ecco. Oh! Ragando. Faccio più lunghetto. Granata. Oh, giuda che botta. Ah, poi esplode tutto. Danno comunale. Aspetta. Come faccio a curarmi? Ostia, che buon me, ho fatto che danno. Ho messo un peso. Ora le infezioni. No! Danno polmonare. A posto.
Stop playing games.
Aha! I'm sure they had something we can use.
Granata!
Let's do this.
Ma dov'è? Oh, la salute!
You've got nothing. Nothing.
Sto posto è pericoloso. Vado a cambiarmi, torno tra poco, ok? Sto posto è pericoloso. Dai, sì, ho l'angolo. L'angolo aumenta mano. Va bene. Levati. Una cassaforte. Ok, sappiamo che ci sono roba da aprire. Sì. Siamo dato. Siamo andati alla vuoto. Vabbè. Adesso abbiamo questo. Salviamo. Questo così. Sto ragionando, No. Questo è la 4. No. La 2. Se questo metto qua, poi. Sì. Ha cambiato forma. Ci vuole quella da 4. No, qua non va bene. Mi caricavo. Sai che ho sbagliato? Dannazione dell'anima mia. Uso qua? Ho sbagliato, non riesco a farlo questo, cazzo, allora. Cannacchiapolo. GG, no che fatica. Soldi. Componenti, posizioni, se... un'arma. Ah, già la superiore, la scuola superiore. Pasta, mi sembra di aver pasta. Se qua devo mettere la pasta. Va bene. GG. Ah, metti kitto. Quanto peso ho? Non dovrebbe darmi il peso questo. Ah, posso dormire un'ora.
You, have a med pack? Oh, I think I might have pulled something.
Togliti! Granata, Kodama. Preso. Cazzo. Ma via questa. 49? Questa è figa. Devo buttare qualcos'altro. Che cavolo butto? Ah, è vero. Queste granate le uso. Devo buttare acqua, qualcos'altro. È un'arma. Butto via qua. A posto. Parliamo con quello.
Wait, don't shoot! I am unarmed. Look, we can help each other. I can be useful. Just don't kill me.
Gli spazzanti in genere sono tipi che si allenano.
It's because I'm smart. You've killed so many. I am nothing. No chance. So we can make a deal? This place was full of traps. Traps everywhere. I removed them. But this corridor is just too dangerous. See? Looks normal. One step inside, slam! You are trapped. And nobody's been standing after the doors reopen.
Come hai disattivato le tappe?
No, sorry. If I tell you that, then I lose my leverage. They're ingenious. Took a lot of lives to tease them out.
Poi è mandato dentro la gente, sì. Se vuoi essere risparmiato, vai questo.
It's true. So many of my crewmates are gone. And this corridor is the worst. But I figured it out. There are letters on the floor. It is a grid. Those letters must spell something. But there are so many words or small phrases.
Quante parole hai provato?
5, 6? It's hard to find volunteers. I really thought we had it with M. Mantis. Ah, poor Fred.
Sembra piuttosto ovvio.
Well, nobody else here figured that out. See? I've been helpful. You could let me go. Or better, I can help. I know these traps. I know how this mantis thinks. Please, let me help. And just give me a taste of the cachet inside. You can trust me.
I like to think of myself as a merciful person, and I love giving people the benefit of the doubt. But I don't know about this one.
Se mi tradisci morirai.
Spoken like a true spacer. You won't regret this. I will hold back here. And, well, good luck.
Una tappola. Cazzo! Ah! Basta guardare il cadavere. Ah! Cazzo! C'è una macchina che spara. Ma scusa, è l'abilità auto, non ce l'ho, scusa. Mi sembra che l'avevo presa. Ah! No, l'avevo presa, devo salvare. Ci siamo. Ops, non avevo preso l'abilità ardua. E adesso ce l'ho. Così riesco a fare il computer e la tappola, disattivarla. Aspetta, ragioniamo qua. Non facciamo la cazzo di cane. Ops. Proviamo questo. Poi questo, poi ci siamo. Se metto questo 2 poi ci vuole un a te, no? Ok. Essere giusto, così giusto. Dici disattiva. Disattiva Toletta. Tolette disattivate, tappola disattivata.
See what kind of information we can get off of there.
Salviamo. GG. Disattivata la tappola. Andante stellare. Cos'è? Ah, niente interessante. Ah, vedi, questi sparavano. Si apre sta porta. Ah, no. Aspetta, qua cosa c'è di bello?
You did it. It's amazing.
Ah, ce l'ho fatta, sì.
You must be careful.
Un'altra parte,
Traps,
porta.
robots, probably turrets. Very dangerous. This place has killed so many of us.
Da aprire sta porta adesso. Mi sto divertendo. Due. Allora, ragioniamo. Se metto questo, vediamo. Sì, va bene. Se ho sbagliato, amici. Ah no, è giusto, perché 1, 1, 1, sì, sì, giusto. Però non c'è quello da 1 lì. Poi ho sbagliato, lol. E questo è il salvataggio, sì. Allora, ragioniamo. Poi sono già usate quelle da 1, cazzo. Allora, missione per dopo. Non lo carichiamo, come ho detto. da 1. Cazzo, ho sbagliato. Ah. Mica difficile, mica facile questo, eh. Qui ho questo. Mi dai suggerimenti, quelli blu sono quelli giusti. Ma che cavolo, ho sbagliato. Se non faccio nulla. No, ho fatto. Saltatore arco. Adesso vediamo. Ah, sigillante non lo prendo. Latte. Io lascia. Ok, a posto. C'era niente interessante. Ah, udili!
Just getting warmed up.
Mi sono spaventato. C'è ancora gente. Perché lui non ha sparato la torretta? È passato indenne il tizio. È avanti. Il tiro blu che lui. Il tizio. Altri nemici. Non posso. Tolte granate.
Much longer.
Gigi. Finito le granate però. Caricatori.
Set aside anything useful and just leave the rest.
Ok, a posto. Nemici. Perché ci sono i bot qua? Sto peso? Boh, vabbè, andiamo avanti. Tu chi sei?
Keep your eyes on anything. Death is everywhere.
Come dalla mantide. Meglio salvare un terribile sospetto che si sa un nemico forte. Un terribile sospetto, Franco.
Thank you. Now the treasure
Sì.
of the mantis will be
Ah!
It will be. Wait. Turn off. Turn off.
Scopri di più. Come dalla mantide. Poi è scappato via. Non c'è niente da stupire qua. Ci sono due porte, una che va di qua. Chiusa. Ah!
You're doing well, Leon. Almost there. I know. Things have been difficult. The mantle of the mantis is a heavy burden. But you can do so much good. The spacers and pirates need someone to fear. Someone to check them. To make them realize some lines cannot be crossed. You have it in you, Leon. I know you do. Stay sharp. Focused. Just a little further.
Ah, ho fatto il giro di qua, ho capito. Ho aperto la scorciatoia praticamente. Ah, devo scendere.
Leon, you've done it. We're here. We're there now. It belongs to you. Inside, you will find all you need to be the mantis. My darling boy. I haven't been the best mother.
Cazzo.
In these final better person than I was.
Boss fight, ragazzi. Ma dov'è il nemico? Vedo là, dai. Ah, è là. Oh, la salute. altro tipo di sospetto, che sia quella l'astronave quella. Ah, vado, devo andare. Ah, ok. Ah, stasera, alla prossima si fa live. A stasera si fa live. Grazie per la compagnia. Scusa, ma che cos'è quello? Non so cosa fare, amici. Ci sono 2 missioni qua. Sì, me ne vado. Maledetti. Salviamo. Ecco la tuta.
For God's sake, drop some of that rubbish already.
Preso la mantide, la tuta della mantide. Ma cosa butto? Butto via quello. No, ho sbagliato. Aspetta, portami la mia roba, è vero? La ragazza.
Let me guess. Want to see what I'm carrying? I'd be happy to carry a few things for you.
armi. Cioè, questa. No, ho sbagliato. Vabbè, dai.
See you soon, love.
Aspetta che scambiamo qualcosa con lei.
Any troubles you need to share? Let's see what you've got. Maybe if you're lucky, we'll talk again later.
Salviamo. E facciamo questo. Basta, sono stanco. Carichiamo e salviamo. Sono le 7. Andiamo avanti la prossima volta.
Maybe if you're lucky.
No, hai sbagliato. Qua.
Again later.
Ok, usciamo.